Yo, 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 you know what time it is. It's episode number 88 of the MK podcast, man. I'm finna pass the mic over to Kane, let him say what he got to say, and then I'm gonna let this intro come in. Yes, sir.
You already know what time it is, man. We back here to search some more game on the ground from the house. Each flip the pound and you're ready for the next round. So grab your snacks, your drinks, your weed, whatever the fuck the case may be. Sit back and relax and listen up.
The Matrix is a system, Neo. That system is our enemy. But when you're inside, you look around, what do you see? Businessmen, teachers, lawyers, carpenters, the very minds of the people we are trying to save. But until we do, these people are still a part of that system, and that makes them our enemy.
And let's get it, man. The Matrix is a very real thing. And if you let it take control of your mind, you will become someone that's not very mindful of anything that's going on. And you will think that everything is just happening by chance. You will believe in fate. All your decisions are dependent upon you. Everything around the world wants to influence you. But if you let anybody have more influence on yourself than yourself, you're a lost cause. So it's up to you. Are you going to stay plugged in like a lot of these motherfuckers that want to be plugged in their back door? Are you going to unplug and think with your own thoughts? Dress the way you want to dress, live the way you want to live, speak the way you want to speak. And if there's certain rules, are you going to play by those rules, but to the best of your ability? Or are you going to quit because you can't win? Are you going to quit when you lose? Or are you going to keep on going? So with that being said, I watched the first Matrix film today. I haven't seen Matrix since I was very young. When I watched it back then, it was really, really confusing. But now watching it from a mature mindset, I must say that movie, it makes you wonder, why would the industry put something out like that that gives you so much game? But the universal law is before they do something bad, they got to tell you. So I watched that movie and it was absolutely phenomenal. Kane, I definitely suggest that you watch that movie in its entirety. It was beautiful. I'm gonna watch a second one. I didn't know there was a third one, and the fourth one is the newest one that came out in 2021. I didn't even know there was a third one. I knew there was a second one, and I knew there was a new one, but I didn't know there was one in between. So yeah, I'm very excited to watch that. But man, I want to get your thoughts on the Matrix and everything like that, and then I want to quickly talk about the submarine situation, and then we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. Unless you have a quick topic that you want to bring up, but this episode is going to be a little bit quicker than most. Got things to do and things to get done. Yeah.
Yeah, man, The Matrix is it's a real movie. It's a real movie series. It's just they went about explaining it in a different way, but it still correlates to what's going on today. The only reason why they explain it in a different way is to, they subliminally tell people this is really what's going on, and that's why they explain it in a certain way, so as to not necessarily not to out themselves, but give people enough. I guess you could say enough a hint, enough of a hint to know this is what's going on. They give people just enough to be able to think for themselves. Man, maybe we are in the Matrix. Man, maybe we are being controlled. Man, maybe we are being dominated. Who knows? And it's crazy, man, because uh, you would think that they wouldn't say shit about what they're gonna do, but they got it to the point to where they can just put it in your face, and most people these days would just laugh at it. And when you point it out, they laugh at you, saying, "Oh man, you just crazy. You this, that, and the third. You a conspiracy theorist. Oh, you believe in flat Earth. You believe in this, that, and the third. You fucking moron." They've got people so asleep and so blind to the point that anybody who points out the truth, they call a fucking idiot. And it's crazy, man. It's dangerous when you get that blind and that susceptible to suggestion that it's like anything they say, you automatically just fucking believe, you devour it like hungry wolves that are hunting out in a pack, starving and haven't ate for fucking 4 or 5 days. They just start devouring that shit. And it's like, damn, dude, it's a damn sad thing. Because all these people, they don't know what the fuck gonna happen. Next thing you know, they're gonna get the mark of the beast thinking it's gonna save their life. And next thing you know, they're going straight to hell.
Yeah, man. So with that being said, I definitely suggest the Matrix films. I'm going to be doing more reviews. I'm going to be talking about it a lot. It's one of those films where you got to watch a multitude of times. Definitely something that I enjoyed and opened my eyes up to so much. One of the realest things, I called out that a character was going to be a Keisha from the very beginning. I knew he was going to be a fucking Keisha. From the type of things that he was saying. He was unplugged, but guess what? He was mad because a certain thing didn't go his way, and he wanted to get back plugged. He wanted to get back plugged in. He said, if you make me a movie star, if you make me forget about all of this, I'll tell you where they are. I'll tell you where to go. I'll tell you this. I'll do that. I'll do that. And he said, the reason why? Ignorance is bliss. He would rather not know the truth and live a false life than know the truth and fight against it. That's the reality of most people. You got the red pill and the blue pill. And unfortunately, most people would take that fucking blue pill. So yeah, with that being said, man, I'm finna go ahead and pull up this article about the missing Titanic submarine. And we're gonna talk about this. Fuck US Today, fuck your subscription, fuck all that shit, bitch. Anyways, missing Titanic submersible live update. Search expands exponentially, more sounds heard. Rescue efforts were expanding and underwater noises were detected in the search for the missing submersible carrying 5 passengers to the Titanic wreckage site, a Coast Guard official said Wednesday. An expert submariner from the British Royal Navy, a team of French specialists on remotely operated vehicles, and more ships and underwater vessels were joining the search, said Captain Jamie Frederick, the first Coast Guard district responding coordinator, in a news conference Wednesday afternoon. The search was growing exponentially across a surface area roughly 2 times the size of Connecticut and 2.5 miles deep, he said. There is an enormous complexity associated with this case due to the location being so far offshore and the coordination between multiple agencies and nations, Frederick said. The 22-foot submersible lost contact with its support ship Sunday about an hour and 45 minutes into its dive. On board are a British adventurer, 2 members of a prominent Pakistani business family, a Titanic expert, and the CEO of an OceanGate, with a Washington state-based company that operates the vehicle. 5 vessels on the ocean surface were searching for the submersible called Titan, and 5 more were expected to join the effort, Frederick said. Underwater, 2 ROVs were searching, and several more were on the way and expected to arrive by Thursday morning to scan the sea floor, he said. Aircraft were also searching throughout the day. The equipment that is on site and coming is the most sophisticated in the world and certainly capable of reaching those depths, said Sean Leet, chief executive of Horizon Maritime, a Canadian company that co-owns the research vessel that launched the Titan. The U.S. Navy said early Wednesday afternoon that a special deep water salvage system capable of hoisting up to 60,000 pounds have reached St. John's, Canada, and could be used to lift the Titan to the surface, though it may not be ready for another 24 hours. The Titan weighs 20,000 pounds. Search ships were redirected Tuesday after multiple aircraft detected underwater noises in the area. Navy acoustic analysts were studying the sounds which were heard again Wednesday. We don't know what they are. The good news is we're searching in the area where the noises were detected. So, they're going through this process of trying to rescue this submarine, but they only have 21 hours, and that was as of earlier. Now they don't have a lot of time left, and there are 5 people that are in that submarine. And one of the people that are in the submarine is a billionaire. Now, the billionaire's stepson, he ain't at home trying to figure out what's going on. He ain't trying to fix the situation. He ain't trying to do nothing productive. Guess what he did? He went to a Blink 182 concert. You can't make this up. Your family is lost at sea. Billionaire, they gave you everything, gave you the lifestyle they gave you. And this is why I say, man, just because you got a lot of money, don't mean people gonna respect you. They're gonna respect what you give to them, but the minute that you can no longer give it to them, they don't give a fuck no more. They're at Blink 182 concerts. So what do you got to say about the situation that affect the people being brave enough to get in a submarine controlled by a fucking video game controller? Number 2, what do you think about the 21 hours, and do you think those people are going to be saved? And then lastly, what do you think about the stepson saying, oh, well, I'm just going to go to a concert and party like my fucking father isn't under the water?
They should have done a full functionality check with the submarine before they used it. Now, whether they did or didn't do it, I don't know. If they did it, they should have done it again. They should have tested that shit out. They should have made sure everything was working in full condition the way it was supposed to. Because this is what happens when you don't cover your bases. This is what happens when you don't double check shit, especially when you're doing something as adventurous, as you say, as going down in the deep sea, man. There's a lot of shit that could happen going on down there. That's why you gotta make sure you get the right equipment. The 21 hours left, man. I don't know if they're gonna survive. If they ain't been found yet, I gotta say, man, I don't know if they're gonna be found at all. It's crazy, man. They just like disappeared. It's almost like they went through a damn portal down there at the seafloor and went into a whole different fucking dimension. Or it's like they got ate by a fat ass sea monster or some shit. I don't know, man. Leviathan could have devoured them. I don't know, man. There's so many different things that could have happened down there. So many different ways they could have been deleted. So many different ways. I don't know, man. It's crazy to think that. And then you got on a fucking video game controller. Like, how stupid you gotta be, bro? Yeah, man. We're gonna hook this up to a video game controller. One that's over 10 years old. One that probably gonna break. And that's probably what happened. Was the damn thing probably broke. It got disconnected. The battery died. They couldn't fucking move it no more. And that's probably exactly what happened with the fucking dumbasses, bro. And then the stepson, the dad, he needed to disown his kid. And it's a fact. He needed to disown his kid. He said, what if maybe they put a hit to take out the billionaire? This was the way to make it seem spontaneous. Who was the billionaire and what did he do and what type of knowledge did he have is what you gotta ask yourself. Because, unless he has other enemies in business stuff, I don't see why they would sacrifice a whole bunch of people just to take one person out.
You'd be surprised.
Well, yeah, but unless you're part of the fucking government, yeah, I can see that. But anyways, man, the dad needs to disown the son. The son is a piece of shit. If my son did that shit, I'd be taking his whole trust fund, kicking his bitch ass up at my house. The fuck is wrong with you? You're gonna go to a damn concert while I'm down here drowning and shit. Fuck you. You ain't my son. You ain't my flesh and blood. You ain't nothing to me. You dead. You dead to me. Get your bitch ass up at my house. I'm gonna do you just like Michael be doing his fucking son on GTA. I don't remember the fucking name. Jimmy. Is it Jimmy? I think it is Jimmy. Get your bitch ass up at my house, fool.
Facts, 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 man. You just can't make this up. And you know, I don't really think that this is an event of serendipity. This is not finding good things without looking. They weren't looking to lose their lives underwater, but it has seemed as though that has become a fate that is coming across them. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, and it's very fucked up. It ain't right. But at the end of the day, man, um, you got to pay attention to what you're doing. You got to pay attention to who's in control and operating the technology that you enjoying, because technology was made to distract us, homie. So if you go all the way underwater, guess what? You don't got no damn business being underwater like that. You know why? Because we live on land. That's just like the situation with the tiger shark. You know what I'm saying? You go into a habitat and an environment where you ain't supposed to be, and there's a very high percentage that most people disregard that you ain't gonna come back. So, I understand everybody wants to experience life, but some of y'all gonna witness death chasing life. Every day you wake up, you live in life, homie. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, every day you wake up, you live in life. And just make sure that if you're gonna take risks and you're gonna get in a submarine, my nigga, it shouldn't be controlled by a video game remote that can die. That's all I gotta say. So, yeah, Kane, what you got to talk about? What you got to talk about tonight, man?
That's a fact, man. I want to bring something to the table real quick that I just thought was just fucking stupid, dog. So, I read this article earlier this morning. It was his mother who sat there and watched her boyfriend beat the shit out of her 2-year-old daughter to death. Beat the shit out of her. And the reason why he beat the shit out of her was because she put her damn shoes on the wrong feet. You can't make this shit up. She sat back, watched her boyfriend beat the shit out of her daughter. It was 3 days before she turned 3 years old, too. Just ruthlessly beating the hell out of her. The mom is serving, I think, 16 years in the federal penitentiary. And the boyfriend is serving life without the possibility of parole. But my question is, how the fuck you gonna let another man who ain't even the biological father of your child sit there and put his hands on your kid like that? And then how you gonna sit back and watch as he beats your child to death, bro? That's what I don't get, man. Like these people, these families out there,
Critical
they
condition.
don't got no type of love for the
Out there
kids.
at Dayton Police Headquarters, and Eric, you just saw the mom being put into a police car.
Yeah, only our cameras were there. Good evening to you, Russ and Courtney. That 6-year-old fighting for his life in the hospital, broken bones, blood clots to the lungs, and bleeding to the brain. Only our cameras were there. Take a look as that mother, Portia Wells, was taken into custody. Here's what we know. Clayton County Police say Wells' boyfriend, Napoleon Aites, accused the 6-year-old of stealing money. Over the weekend, I'm told the boyfriend physically abused that child for days as his mother stood and watched. At one point, police say the boyfriend even told the mom to leave the room. So for days, I'm told, the boyfriend did nothing until that Sunday, the boy fell unconscious and the mom decided to give him an ice bath, trying to wake him up. That was unsuccessful. However, Monday and Tuesday, ordinary days for this mother. She went to work. I'm told she went and got her nails done. Her feet did as well, only to take him to the hospital yesterday. That's where Clayton County Police got that initial charge, that call to that hospital. The two face charges of child abuse. The mom faces additional charges of lying to police. She initially said she knew nothing about it or she wasn't there, but that turned out not to be the case there. So the mom, when we asked her questions on that perp walk to that escorted to the police car there, she didn't answer any of our questions. I asked if she had any remorse or anything like that. I can tell you, her nails look freshly done. Her feet look freshly done. They'll go with the handcuffs and the jumpsuit in the Clayton County Jail.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was
that
a
was
different one,
another
but yeah.
example. Shut up. That was another example, but it just goes to show you that this is something that happens too common. And this is why exactly some of y'all need to keep y'all's fucking legs closed. And some of y'all niggas need to keep your snake in your pants. Cause you so mad at the world, you so mad at yourself that you take it out on innocence. And anybody that takes out their anger on innocence deserves to be taken to the human pound. Yeah, no, not the dog pound, the human pound.
Yeah, it's a fact, man. She gonna spend all that time in prison, and she gonna be the cell block bitch, and the boyfriend gonna be the cell block hoe and the bitch. You gonna be cleaning everybody's cell blocks. You gonna be sucking everybody off. You gonna be getting passed around for Kool-Aid and ramen noodles and Zuzus and Wham Wham.
And with that being said, man, we're about to get up out of here, but we got a new song dropping tonight. The Maki Show will be on as regular, the Kane Show, and everything's going to be absolutely phenomenal. But I will say this. No. Quick disclaimer. Any of you that join the family and join the community, I'm not your fucking therapist. You don't pay me any money. So if you don't have anything to talk about, no, don't message me. Because I'm not going to open you your message. You know what I'm saying? Time is a valuable thing that a lot of you fucking waste because you're plugged into the matrix. But I have things that need to be done and tasks that needed to be tended to. So fuck off if you don't have anything to say that's productive. And yeah, fuck off. So with that being said, pass the mic over to Kane. Let him say what he got to say. No. Then we going to get the fuck out of here after I play this song.
Buddy, I'll just be letting Keisha out, just wanting to find somebody to talk to, man. Go outside and touch grass and talk to nature, talk to your parents, your siblings, whatever the fuck the case may be. Make sure y'all share with your friends, your families, members, your aunties, your grannies, and anybody else that y'all know. We'll see you all later on tonight. Deuces.
Escape the motherfucking matrix.
The Matrix is a system, Neo. That system is our enemy. But when you're inside, you look around, what do you see? Businessmen, teachers, lawyers, carpenters, the very minds of the people we are trying to save. But until we do, these people are still a part of that system, and that makes them our enemy.
Peace.
Deuces.